Hello, class 6. So, we have been studying chapter number 10. Yes, motion and measurement of distance. Yes, so kids, last time we studied about translatory motion. Okay, that as you can see on your screen. Yes, translatory motion. So, first of all, let's revise kids, let's revise whatever we studied. Let's revise them. Then we will move to the new point. Then we will study in detail about translatory motion. So, first of all, in previous class, we studied about the motion. Yes, what is motion? So, motion is a change in position of an object with respect to time. Yes, motion is a change in object with respect to time, change in position. If the position is changing and along with time, time should also change that time. Both cannot be addressed. Okay, for example, when the butterfly flying, somebody is running, ball is throwing, all these are walking. They are the example of motion. Car is riding, bus is moving, they all are motion. And you know that rest and motion are relative terms, they are not absolute. Yes, rest and motion are actually relative terms. Yes, they are not absolute term. Okay, absolute means something that does not depend on anything else, and relative means something that is dependent on other thing. Yes, something that is dependent on other things. Okay, and I also explain you the history of motion. Yes, I also explain you the history of motion. As you know that people first lived in the forest. They ate actually flesh, fruits, and then slowly as their brain developed, they made wooden wheel, and they made a cart to draw by hand. They drag it with, they draw by hand, and they pull it with hand. Okay, they pull the cart, wheel wheel cart, they pull wheel cart with a hand. Then they started using the animal also. Then they made a boat, and in 2000 BC, before Christ, they started using horses for traveling. Slowly the hot air balloon was the hot air balloon was just made in 1783 AD. Slowly the bicycle, then we started. Bicycle was made in 1790. Ship, people started using the big ship in 1787 for traveling, for moving from one place to another place. And then slowly in 1903, Wright brothers made aeroplane. So in this way, slowly we started developing. Okay, so it was our history of motion. And guess we also talked about the types of motion. Yes, there are two type of motion: translatory motion and circular motion. Yes, there are two type of motion: translatory motion and circular motion. Translatory motion, it can be divided into two parts: rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. Yes, um, and circular motion can also be divided into two parts: rotatory motion, revolution. Okay, so first of all we will study about translatory motion, then we will study about the circular motion. So as you can see on the screen, what is translatory motion? Translatory motion, the motion in which all points, the motion in which all points of a moving body are uniform along in a straight line, is called translatory motion. Yes, the motion should be uniform, then it will be called translatory motion. Means equal distance should be traveled in equal interval of time. Yes, equal distance should be traveled in equal interval of time, then it will be a uniform straight line motion. As you can see in the picture, the Bicycle is moving straight, car is moving straight, the apple is falling straight. Yes. Now let's talk about the types of translatory motion. Let's move on the next point. So kids, there are two types of translatory motion, as you can see on the screen: rectilinear motion, curvilinear motion. RECTILINEAR, rectilinear motion, and curvilinear motion, CURVILINEAR. So first of all, kids, let's talk about rectilinear motion. Okay, so rectilinear motion is also known as linear motion, or rectilinear motion is also known as a straight line motion. Okay, so there are two other name of rectilinear motion. There are another name of rectilinear motion. First is linear motion, or you can say straight line motion. And what is rectilinear motion? If a body is moving straight line, it is called rectilinear motion. Yes, if any object is moving in a straight line, going straight, not like a snake never go in a straight line. Okay, so if any object means car, bicycle, human, anything in moving in a straight line, then it is known as rectilinear motion. So as you can see in the picture, the cars, can you see the car? These cars are moving in a straight line. Yes, they are in a straight line, they are not overtaking. Yes, overtaking sometimes can be very danger, accident may happen. So you should not move in a curvilinear motion. You should always drive in your path, in your line, in a rectilinear motion with equal distance in equal interval of time. Now look the one more picture. Can you see some soldiers? Some soldiers? So what are they doing? They are doing the march past. Yes, when the soldier do march past, they always walk in a straight line. Yes, they always walk in a straight line. So this is also the example of rectilinear motion. And you might have seen the aeroplane goes in a straight line, and you might have seen on a bypass, bypass on a national highway. The truck goes in a straight line most of the time. So such kind of motion is rectilinear motion. So rectilinear motion is defined as if an object or if a body is moving in a straight line, okay, then it is known as rectilinear motion. Now let's talk about the curvilinear motion. Yes, curvilinear motion means if you are if any object is moving in a curved path. Yes, if any object or moving in a curved path, it is said that the object is in a curvilinear motion. So if a body, I am reading the line, if a body moves along a curved path, then it is said to have curvilinear motion. Yes, if a body or if any object moves along a curved path, yes, curved path, it should be in curve shape, then it is known as curvilinear motion. As you can see the road, can you see the road? On the road, car is moving. So the road is in a curve shape, just like snake. So the motion of car on curvilinear path is actually curvilinear motion. The motion of snake is also curvilinear motion. The motion of earthworm is also a curvilinear motion. Yes, these are the example of curvilinear motion. I hope you understood about the rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. Yes, rectilinear motion is a motion if the body is moving in a straight line. Curvilinear motion is a motion if the body is moving in a curved path. Now kids, let's talk about the circular motion. Let's move on to the next point. Okay kids, it's time to study about the circular motion. Yes, so this topic is very easy, not difficult, and it's a not boring topic. Okay, it's a very short topic, so We'll finish very soon. So circular motion. Circular motion, you know that there are two type of circular motion. Yes, you know there are two type of circular motion: revolution and rotatory motion. Yes, there are two type of circular motion: revolution and rotatory motion. When so, what is circular motion? An object is said to be in a circular motion. An object is said to be in a circular motion. An object is said to be in a circular motion when it moves around a fixed path point. Sorry, when it moves around a fixed point which is known as axis, then the motion of the object will be called circular motion. Yes. So, if something is moving, if something is moving in a circular, round and round, round and round, round and round, yes. If something is moving round and round, circular, but around a fixed point, around axis, then it will be known as circular motion. So, a body is said to be in a circular motion if it is moving around a axis. Axis is a fixed point. Yes, as you can see in the picture, you can see a merry-go-round, which you know that it moves at a fixed point. You might have seen many kind of animals and sheep and uh, many animals car which is hanging around a fixed axis. Around this fixed axis they move. When you sit on these, when you sit on horse, cow, or bike, they are just hanging. And then if you sit on them, you will also move in a circular motion. You will also move in a circular motion. Okay. So this kind of motion is a circular motion. Even in a watch, in a watch. I'm not talking about the digital watch. Okay. So in a watch, a wall watch, the watch that we hang on the wall. So in this watch also the needle moves. Also the needle moves in a circular motion around a fixed point. Yes, you have seen. If I rotate my hand, if I rotate my hand, then my hand also is doing a circular motion. If I move my neck, if I move my neck round and round, round and round, my neck is also doing circular motion around a fixed point. So this kind of motion is known as circular motion. Now kids, let's talk about the revolution, which is the first type of circular motion. Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, so revolution is a type of circular motion. Revolution is a type of circular motion. Yes, revolution, revolution. So when a body as a whole, the complete body, okay, complete body, when the complete body moves in a circular path, uh, then its motion is called revolution motion, and we can say that body is revolving. You know, our earth revolves around the sun. Yes, in a fixed path. So when a body moves in a fixed path, then the motion will be called a revolution. Yes, you know the earth moves around the sun, which actually do the orbital revolution of the sun. Yes, and all the planets move around the sun. They all are doing revolution. Yes, they all are doing revolution. And you might have seen the well of death, मौत का कुआं, you might have seen in a fair. So in which also the bike rider do the revolution motion, and it repeat again and again and again. So such kind of motion are actually revolutionary motion. Yes, even the satellite, you know, the satellite revolve around the earth, they are also doing the revolutionary motion. Okay, so these are the example of revolutionary motion. Okay, when a body as a whole moves in a circular path, its motion is called revolution and the body is said to revolve. I hope you understood. Now kids, let's talk about the second type of circular motion. Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, rotatory motion. Yes, what is rotatory motion? Check out the spelling, ROTATORY, rotatory motion. So as you know that earth, which motion is done by earth? Earth do the revolution. Yes, but for your kind information, let me tell you, earth not only do the revolution, it also do the rotatory motion. Yes, means uh, it rotate around its axis. Yes, if something is rotating around its fixed axis, then it will be known as rotatory motion. Yes, so earth rotate at its place also. Earth rotate around the sun also, and it moves and it rotate at its place also around a fixed imaginary line which is known as axis. So what is rotatory motion? When a body undergoes translatory motion, when a body, when an object, any object, when a body undergoes a translatory motion in a such a way that its paths cover different distance in a given time, it is said to have rotatory motion. Yes, so rotatory motion is a motion in which a body cover its body cover the distance, and it's actually its part cover different distance at different time. For example, you can see the picture of as you can see the picture of a woman. She's dancing at one leg. Yes, she's taking a round, she's doing the rotation at one place. So it's a different parts are traveling different distance, all the parts are doing rotation. Hand is also doing rotation, one horizontal hand, vertical hand, and leg also doing the rotation, but they are but they these different parts traveling the different distance in a given time. And you can see the picture of windmill which is also doing the rotatory motion. Okay, rotatory motion. Yes, so around a fixed line which is actually axis. Okay, around it different paths are covering the different distance. So all the planets do revolution. Yes, they do the revolution motion. Not only revolution motion, all the planets also do the rotatory motion. Yes, they also complete the rotatory motion. So remember kids, um, rotatory motion is a motion in a such a way that its paths cover the different distance in a given time. It is said to have a rotatory motion. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, now let's talk about a new motion which is called random motion. Yes, let's talk about this motion, random motion. Okay, so what is random motion? Okay, so the motion which is irregular, which is happening irregularly. Yes, no regular motion is happening in any object or in any body, and which is not fixed any direction. Yes, direction is also not fixed. So irregular motion of a body in which the direction is not fixed is called random motion. Yes, random motion is defined as the motion which occur in different direction. Yes, random motion is that motion in which direction is not fixed. Yes, if the direction is not fixed, then it will be called random motion. For example, as you can see in the picture, yes, some players are playing hockey. I think it is the match between India and Pakistan. Yes, So as you can see that the players are playing, Indian players are playing against a team. I don't know which is this team, against which is team. So when they will use their hockey to smash mm, the ball, when they will smash, the ball will go in different direction. Yes, you know, to they use a trick to um, take away the ball um, from the opponent. So they move their stick in a such way that the ball also move. Sometime ball go now north, sometime the ball moves south, north south, north south, east west. So the ball moves in a different direction. For example, when we play the football, yes, you know that in the school we play football, but it is bad luck that corona is just destroyed 2020, and now you cannot play any match. I don't know when we will start. Even the school, if the school will start, we cannot allow you to play together, we will not allow you to sit together, we will not allow you to do anything. You will just sit in rest position. Yes, you will sit in rest position. You cannot do random motion in the class, you know. When the teacher is not in the class, that time do you start moving, you go from one place to another, you walk here and there, so you also do the random motion. Okay, when we play the football, we kick the football, the football goes in directly in any direction, so that is also random motion. And as you can see in the picture, the butterflies are flying, so they are also doing random motion. So I hope you understood that there are different types of motion. Yes, there are different types of motion. Okay, so what is random motion? Irregular motion of a body in which the direction is not fixed is called random motion. Yes, the motion, irregular motion of a body in which direction is not fixed. And we also studied about the translatory motion, circular motion. I hope you enjoyed. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's time to ask question from you. Question number 1. Explain rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion with example. Yes, what is rectilinear motion? If a body moves in a straight line, if a body moves in a straight line, it is called a rectilinear motion. For example, motion of a car, motion of a truck on a highway, march past done by soldier. Okay, what is curvilinear motion? If a body moves in a curved path, then it is said to have curvilinear motion. If a body moves along a curved path, it is said to have a curvilinear motion. For example, snake have a curvilinear motion. If the road is curved, then the car will also do curvilinear motion. Now question number 2. What is random motion? Give example. Yes, what is random motion? Irregular motion of a body in which the direction is not fixed is called random motion. Yes, irregular motion of a body in which direction is not fixed. Yes, if the direction is not fixed, we will call it random motion. For example, flying of butterfly. When the butterfly flies, their motion is always irregular. Playing hockey, playing football, they are actually example of random motion. Okay. Last question. Define circular motion. Yes, circular motion. So, an object is said to be in a circular motion when it moves around a fixed point called axis. Yes, an object is said to be in a circular motion if it moves around a fixed point called axis. Yes, if any body is moving around a axis, then it will be known as circular motion, like motion of a merry-go-round. And circular motion can be categorized into two parts: revolution and rotatory motion. So what is revolution? When a body as a whole moves in a circular path in a fixed orbit, it is known as revolution, and the body is said to be revolve, like the motion, for example, motion of a planet around the sun, motion of earth around the sun, motion of moon around the earth. What is rotatory motion? When a body undergoes translatory motion in a such a way that different parts travel the different distance in a given time. For example, when you rotate uh, while doing dance, rotation of earth is also a rotatory motion. Okay, I hope you understood. Now we will meet in next class. We will study some more, we will also study some different type of motion. Okay, we will meet in next class. Okay, till then do study, take care, bye bye.